Hi friends, this is Sarojin here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today I'm going to show how to configure offset list. So what is the purpose of offset list? So offset list we can use in distance vector routing protocol, either RIP or AHRP. So offset list is used to increase the metric, increase or influence the metric while sending or receiving the update. So today let us see in this architecture how to configure the offset list. So this is a simple architecture where I connected R1, R2 and R3. So R1 I configured as a main office router and R3 as a branch office router and R2 as an ISP router. And between R1 and R3, I'm going to configure the GRE tunnel. So GRE tunnel is going to create between R1 and R3. So you know what is the purpose of GRE is a generic routing encapsulation used for connecting the private networks over and public networks. So these two private networks I'm connecting over the ISP or the internet. So for that purpose, I'm using GRE tunnel. So GRE tunnel at the transmitting end, it will do encapsulation. At the receiving end, it will do the decapsulation. So it is used for encapsulating IP in IP protocol, right? So both are all are IP protocols. So that is the purpose I'm going to use the GRE tunnel between R1 and R3. And after that, I'm going to show when I'm going to use this offset list. So what is the purpose of offset list? So let us go one by one. So let us quickly configure the interfaces. Then we'll configure the routing protocol RIP and the GRE tunnel. So then I will show how to configure the offset list. So let us go to R1. Go to the configuration mode and let us quickly configure the interfaces. So this interface I'm going to configure as 1.1. So this one let us configure as 192.168.1.1 and this will configure as 1.2 and similar way this will configure as 2.1 and 2.2. And this interface I'm going to define the loopback address. This is a 3.3.3 for branch office and 1.1 for main office. So this loopback is for GRE tunnel configuration. So there are three things you are going to learn today in this specific architecture. First thing, how to configure a GRE tunnel and routing protocol RIP and offset list. So right, so these are three ways you are going to configure today. So let us now go to the configuration mode, R1 configuration and interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. IP address 192.168.1.1, 55.55.55.0, and let us do a no shit, right? So then let us configure R2 has two interfaces, 1.2 and 2.1. So let us go to so R1 we have configured, right? So let us go to R2 and go to the configuration mode, interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. IP address is 192.168.1.2, 55.55.55.0. Then let us activate the interface. Similar way it is another interface 1 by 0, right? So let us activate the 1 by 0. Go to the configuration mode. Interface fast Ethernet 1 by 0 and the IP address is 2.1, right? 2.1 and let us activate the interface. So similar way, let us go to R3. So R3 has one interface fast Ethernet 1 by 0. Go to R3. Interface fast Ethernet 1 by 0. IP address is 192.168.2.2, 55.55.55.0 and let us activate the interface, right? So these are the things I have configured now. I have configured the directly connected interfaces. Then what I'm going to do, let us define the loopback on main office and branch office router. So because that loopback is mainly for configuring the GRE tunnel. So let us go to R1, go to the configuration mode. Let us define the loopback address, loopback 1. IP address will be 1.1.1, 255.255.255.255, right? Similarly, let us go to R2 configuration mode. Sorry, not R2, R3, right? R3 is a branch office router. Go to configuration mode, interface loopback 1, and the IP address is 3.3.3, 255, sorry, 255.255.255.255, right? So I configured the loopback address on R1 and R3. So now what we can do, let us enable the routing protocol on R1, R2 and R3, right? That's the second step I'm going to do. Go to the configuration mode, router RIP, and network statement is 192.168.1.0 and the loopback address is 1.0.0.0 and no auto summary. Similar way R2 has two network, right? Two network 1.0 and 2.0. So let us go to R2, go to the configuration mode, router, RIP, network is 192.168.1.0 and 2.0 no auto summary. So you're done auto summary on R1 also, right? So now let us define R3. Let us enable the routing protocol. Router RIP network is 192.168.2.0 and it has one loopback address, right? 3.0, right? So let us define network 3.0.0.0 and let us do a no auto summary. So what are things we have configured directly contain interfaces, then I have defined the loopback address, and then I have defined the enable the routing protocol RIP on R1, R2 and R3. So now I'm going to configure the GRE tunnel. So I want to show when we am going to use this offset list exactly, when it is mandatory to use the offset list, in what circumstances we are going to use this offset list. So that is the benefit of bringing this video, right? So let us go to R1 and let us configure the GRE. So go to interface, how to create interface tunnel. So I'm going to create a virtual tunnel between R1 and R3, GRE tunnel, right? So let us create R1, go to interface tunnel 0 and the IP address is, let us give this end is 13.1 and other end is 13.2. So IP address is 192.168.13.1. Any IP you can assign. So here I assigned as 13.1. 0. This is the first thing I have to define. I have to define the interface tunnel 0 IP address. Then I have to define the tunnel source, right? Tunnel source will be loopback address. What is the loopback we have defined is loopback 0, loopback 1, right? So that loopback you define. Then the tunnel destination. So the tunnel destination is 3.3.3, this address, right? So 3.3.3. Yeah, so I have done the define the interface. Now the line interface tunnel 0 change state to up. So I have to configure the other end. Go to R3, go to the configuration mode, interface tunnel 0, IP address of the other end is 13.2, right? This is 13.2, 192.168.13.2, 55.55.55.0, right? Then I have to configure the tunnel source. Tunnel source should be the loopback. So here the loopback I defined as loopback 1. So let us give loopback 1 and the tunnel destination will be the destination address. What is the destination address? Is this one 1.1.1, right? So 1.1.1. So now the tunnel status came up, right? So I might be able to see the tunnel interface are up on both R1 and R3. If you want, we can check in R1. So first we have defined the protocol. Let us check the routing protocol. Show IP route RIP. So I'm able to see the RIP routes. I'm able to see the destination network 2.0 and 3. Network. So it is reachable, and let us check from R3 end also. R3 show IP route RIP. So I'm able to see the advertised network, remote network 1.0 and 1.0 network, right? So both the networks I'm able to see from R3. I'm able to see this network and also this network I'm able to see from R1 and R3. So now let us check the directly connected tunnel. Show interfaces tunnel 0. So the tunnel status is up and it is showing the specific address, tunnel address, and it will show the tunnel source and the tunnel destination, right? And the default mode is GRE. It will show all the status. GRE is the default mode, right? So let us check from R3. R3 tunnel also will check. Show interfaces tunnel 0. So the tunnel status is up and the routing protocol you're able to see the advertised routes in the remote for the remote destination network. So everything is fine. So now when we are going to use this offset list. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to advertise this network. So I advertise only one dot network and this loopback address. So I'm going to advertise this network GRE tunnel network into RIP. So let us see what happened. Let us go to R1. So before that, I'm going to show the route RIP. So before that, you're able to see 3 dot network I reach via 2 hubs, right? So 3 dot network we are reached via 2 hubs. There are 2 hubs away. So once I started advertising this interface in the RIP, what happened? It will start advertising via this single hub, one hub, and will face a similar error called GRE tunnel recursive routing error. So that is a recursive routing error will happen and the tunnel will automatically disable. So then we have to use the offset list. So that is the purpose of offset list. So let us go to configuration mode. And now let us advertise the tunnel interfaces in RIP. So tunnel network is 192.168.13.0. I'm going to advertise on R1 and R3. You can see the changes now. Our router RIP. So network 192.168.13.0 So immediately what will happen, GRE tunnel always, the R1 learns this destination at 3.3 network via two path, R1 to R2, R2 to R3. After advertising this network in the RIP, automatically it will start at flapping because this R1 will learn the network from R3 via two hops and also it will learn via this hop. So it will be in a state of confusion. So what happen immediately, the tunnel interface will go down. So let us see now. So we're able to see here, right? Immediately after advertising this network, automatically the tunnel temporarily disabled due to recursive routing and the tunnel immediately went for a task. It went to down because of the recursive routing. The recursive routing is nothing but, so R1 learns this from R3 network via this tunnel destination interface itself. It should not learn like that. So that is the purpose of recursive routing error. So it always R1 has to learn via R3 via this path. So if it is learns via the R1 is learning the destination header via the GRE tunnel interface itself, automatically the recursive routing error will happen and tunnel will get disabled. So that is the purpose of the offset list comes in picture. So that is the reason when I am going to offset list, what I am going to do, it will increase the metric while sending or receiving update. So I have to configure the offset list in the tunnel interface. Automatically the recursive routing error will be resolved. So that is the fix for recursive routing error, right? So you are able to see the tunnel will go down, it is coming up and it will go down and up. It will go up and down because it is trying to learn the destination header via two path. It is state of confusion. So automatically the tunnel interface will go down and will disable. So to avoid this error, what happen? I am going to configure the offset list on R1 and R3. So I am going to show that what is the offset list. Let us go here. Go to the configuration mode, router RIP, and now let us configure offset list. 0 is for all networks. Inbound traffic will configure, and let us see the offset metric. So it is used to increase or decrease the metric. Let us give the metric as 3, and now let us define the interface. Interface is tunnel, right? So tunnel 1. So tunnel 0, right? So tunnel 0 I configured. Show interfaces tunnel 0, right? Yeah. So tunnel 0 I configure. The same thing I have to configure in other end also. Let us configure in R3 and also go to the configuration mode, router RIP, offset list 0 in inbound, 3 is offset list, and let us give the tunnel. Tunnel is 0, right? So now I configure the offset list. Now let us see whether we are able to see this rectified error. Let us see now. Show interfaces tunnel. So immediately the tunnel should come up. So now let us see R1 and R3. So I'm going to view the running configuration, whether we have configured. So this is the offset list I configured. Offset list 0 for all networks, inbound traffic 3, and the tunnel 0. And also let us check from R1 I have checked, and also we'll check from R3 end. R3 end show run. So we have configured in RIP the offset list, right? Everything is fine. So now let us check the interfaces. Show IP interface brief. So you are able to see the tunnel is up here. Let us check from R3 end. So it is from R3 also, it should be up, right? So you are able to see, right? Now the tunnel interface is up because of the offset list. So you are able to see, right? So now the tunnel will remains constant. So that is the benefit of offset list. Why the offset list you are configuring? Once I advertise this network, right? Once I do advertise the corresponding tunnel interface network in DRIP, automatically R1 will learn the destination header via the tunnel interface itself. That is not the proper behavior. So that is the reason the tunnel is going for a task. It is automatically going up and down, and the routes will flap, and the tunnel will get disabled. So to avoid this situation, at that time what happened? It will learn this R3 via one hop count, right? So hop count will be 1. So that is the reason one while configuring offset list, what happened? It will automatically increase the metric on all the networks, and it will resolve this GRE tunnel recursive routing error. So that is the benefit of offset list. So now you can see the interface is constant, and you can see the interface up always. So tunnel interface up, and also we can ping from R1 to R3. So 192.168.13.3. So it is 13.2, right? Sorry. So R3, let us see. R3 13.2. So let us ping the remote, and 192.168.13.1 is for R1. And from R1, let us ping So now you can just ping from both the ends, right? I'm able to ping from R1 to R3, and also I'm able to ping from R3 to R1. So let us ping from R3 to R1, I'm able to reach, and let us also check from R1 to R3, that is 13.2. So the tunnel is always stays constant after configuring the offset list. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.